Look down. Right now, you are surrounded by objects you use almost every single day, and almost none of them are what you think they are. That little hole in your pen cap, it's been quietly saving lives. The tiny pocket in your jeans, it was built for something that basically doesn't exist anymore. By the end of this video, you will never look at your own house the same way again. Here are 20 everyday things you use all the time, but never actually understood. And number 8 is one that almost nobody gets right. If you like the sound of that, do me a quick favor and hit subscribe. It genuinely helps more than you'd think. All right, let's open your eyes. Number 20. The tiny hole in the airplane window. Next time you fly, look closely at the window and you'll spot a tiny hole near the bottom. It looks like a flaw. It is doing something critical. Airplane windows are built from multiple panes, and that little hole, called the bleed hole, balances the air pressure between them. So the outer pane takes the stress of the sky and the inner pane stays safe. That pinhole is one of the reasons you can sit 30,000 feet up, sipping a ginger ale without a second thought. Number 19. The shiny side of aluminum foil. People swear the shiny side reflects heat and the dull side absorbs it, so they agonize over which way to wrap the leftovers. Here's the truth. It makes no difference at all. The two sides exist because foil is rolled out in pairs to keep it from tearing, and the sides that touch each other come out dull, while the sides that touch the rollers come out shiny. Same metal, same performance. Wrap it however you like. Number 18. The arrow on your fuel gauge. This one quietly ends arguments in rental cars everywhere. Right next to the little gas pump icon on your dashboard, there is a tiny arrow. That arrow points to the side of the car your fuel cap is on. You have probably owned cars for years without noticing it. You're welcome. Number 17. The little pocket inside your jeans pocket. That tiny pocket sewn into the front pocket of nearly every pair of jeans has a name. It's the watch pocket. It dates back to the 1800s, when men carried pocket watches on a chain and needed a snug little home for them. The pocket watch is long gone, but the pocket survived, stitched into billions of jeans out of pure tradition. Number 16. The hole in your pen cap. Look at the cap of a basic ballpoint pen, and you'll find a small hole in the top. It is not for the ink, and it is not for air pressure. People chew on pen caps, and people, especially kids, sometimes swallow them. That hole keeps a small airway open if a cap gets lodged in someone's throat, buying critical time. A tiny piece of design that has genuinely saved lives. Number 15. The number 57 on the Heinz bottle. On the old glass Heinz ketchup bottles, there's a raised 57 near the neck. It's not just branding. That number marks the exact spot to tap. Hit the bottle right there with the heel of your hand, and the ketchup releases instead of doing nothing, then suddenly burying your fries. The company literally tells you where to hit it. Most people aim for the bottom and lose. Number 14. Placebo buttons. Brace yourself for this one. A huge number of the buttons you press every day do absolutely nothing. The close door button in many elevators. Often disconnected, the doors close on a timer. Crosswalk buttons in many cities. Frequently not wired to anything, they stay there because pressing a button makes us feel in control while we wait. They're called placebo buttons, and once you know, you'll see them everywhere. Number 13. The bumps on the sidewalk. Those panels of raised bumps at crosswalks and train platforms aren't decoration, and they aren't an accident. They're called tactile paving, and they're a language you can feel with your feet. For people who are blind or low vision, those bumps signal stop, the edge is here, and different patterns mean different things. An entire safety system hiding under your shoes. Number 12. The loop on the back of your shirt. Many button-up shirts have a little loop stitched on the back, just below the collar. It's called a locker loop. It was added so sailors and students could hang their shirts on a hook without wrinkling them. No hanger required. In the 1960s, it briefly became a fashion statement, but it started as pure function. Number 11. The diamonds on a tape measure. Pull out a tape measure and look closely. Past the regular numbers, you'll see little black diamonds, usually around every 19.2 inches. Those are for builders. They mark the spacing for floor joists and roof trusses, so a sheet of material lands perfectly across 5 supports. If you've never built anything, you've never needed them. But now you know they're not a printing mistake. We're halfway in, and the next one is the fact that breaks people's brains the most. But first, number 10. Number 10. The colored tags on bread bags. Those little plastic or paper tags that seal your bread bag come in different colors, and it is not random. Many bakeries color code them by the day the bread was baked, so store employees can pull the old loaves fast. Blue, red, white, green. Each can mean a different delivery day. Learn your store's code and you can grab the freshest loaf on the shelf. Number 9. The hole in the bottom of a padlock. Flip over a padlock and you'll usually find a small hole on the underside. It has two jobs. One, it lets water drain out, so the lock doesn't rust or freeze solid in winter. Two, it's the spot to drip a little oil in to keep the mechanism smooth. That hole is the reason a good padlock lasts decades. Number 8. The arrow in the FedEx logo. This is the one almost nobody sees until it's pointed out, and then they can never unsee it. Look at the space between the E and the X in FedEx. There's a perfect white arrow hidden right there, designed to suggest speed and forward motion. It won an award for the designer, and it's been sitting on millions of trucks in plain sight for decades. Go ahead, you see it now, you'll never not see it. Number 7. Objects are closer than they appear. It's printed on your passenger side mirror, and there's real physics behind it. That mirror is slightly convex, curved outward, which gives you a wider view of the road, but the trade-off is that everything looks a little farther away than it really is. The warning is there because that gap can cost you when you're changing lanes. Your driver's side mirror is flat, which is why it doesn't carry the same message. Number 6. The bumps on the F and J keys. Run your fingers across any keyboard and you'll feel a small raised bump on the F key and the J key. They're orientation markers. They let your index fingers find the home row without looking, so touch typists can place all 8 fingers in the right spot by feel alone. Every keyboard you've ever used has been quietly guiding your hands. Number 5. The rivets on your jeans. Those little metal studs on the corners of your jean pockets aren't just style. They were patented by Levi Strauss in the 1870s to reinforce the exact spots where work pants tore first. The pocket corners and the base of the fly. They turned flimsy trousers into gear tough enough for gold miners, and they're still doing that job on your jeans today. Number 4. The squares on the toothpaste tube. Here's a myth worth killing. Those little colored squares at the bottom of a toothpaste tube, green, blue, red, black, have a legend online that they secretly code the ingredients. Like green means all natural and black means all chemicals. It's completely false. They're called eye marks, and they're just targets that tell the packaging machines where to cut and fold the tube. Sensors read them. Your toothpaste did not send you a secret message. Number 3. The lines on a red Solo cup. You've heard it, that the molded lines on a classic red party cup mark out a shot, a glass of wine, and a serving of beer. It's a fun idea, and it's everywhere online. The company that makes the cups has said it's a coincidence. Those lines are structural. They're there to give the cup strength and a comfortable place to grip. So no, your party cup is not a measuring device, no matter what your roommate told you. Number 2. The 4 spikes on your fork. Those spikes are called tines, and there's a reason there are exactly 4. For most of history, forks had 2 or 3 prongs. 4 became the standard because it's the sweet spot, enough to spear food securely and scoop it up. Without being so wide it feels like a rake in your mouth. 4 tines balance stability and comfort, and that's why almost every fork in your drawer has exactly 4. And number 1, the expiration of the expiration date. This is the one that actually saves you money. On most foods, that date is not a safety deadline. It's the manufacturer's guess at peak freshness. Best Buy, Sell By, and Use By are mostly about quality, not safety, and they are wildly conservative. Billions of pounds of perfectly good food get thrown out every year because of a misread date. Trust your eyes and your nose more than the stamp, and you'll waste less and save more. So there you go, 20 everyday things you'll now never look at the same way again. The little hole that saves lives, the arrow that ends arguments, the button that does nothing, and the date that costs you money. If even one of these blew your mind, hit subscribe, because there are hundreds more of these hiding in plain sight. and I'm going to show you all of them. I'll see you in the next one.